Hey y'all, it is Thursday. Let's see if I can get some better lighting on this clip. We're working with it. It's Thursday. It is Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. It's so funny because in my Merry Little Meet Cute vlog, it was also Thanksgiving. So I wish I could say I was consistently posting on YouTube since last Thanksgiving, but that's not the case. I started the beginning of the year strong and then I fell off, which it happens, but I do want to be consistent with posting, but that's not the point of this whole thing. The point of this is it's Thanksgiving Day, and one of my biggest things that I love doing on Thanksgiving Day is watching the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Day Parade, watching the dog show, and in particular two categories of the dog show. I like watching the hound category, which is where the dachshund will show up, and then I like to watch, I think, the toy category, which is where the Yorkie is going to be. And my hope is this year, as I've said in every year, either the Dachshund or the Yorkie wins and takes best in show, because I have a Yorkie now and I had a Dachshund previously, and I just hope that one of these years is the year that they win. So that's that. But I am pretty much going to be chilling this weekend. Thursday, which is today, I'm going to be chilling. Tomorrow, Friday, is Black Friday. I am in an internal debate if I'm going to go outside. I don't really know. I'm also keep trying to, like, if you see me keep looking over, I'm looking at my computer because I'm trying not to miss it. The start of the Macy's Day Parade. I have 7 minutes before it starts. Anyways, but Friday, I don't know if I'm going to go outside. Part of me wants to go outside and catch some of these good deals. Part of me has already caught some good deals. Hence, like, the thing that I really wanted this Christmas, I already bought, which was my camera. And there's not really anything else me personally need, but I do need to get Christmas gifts for my family. So that is something I do need to deal with. But that's not the point. The point is, I don't know if I'm gonna go outside tomorrow. I think I just might just order some stuff online and get it shipped to my house. And then Saturday, Sunday, I don't really have any plans either. I just plan to kind of, again, chill, get a lot of rest, get some reading done. I'm still reading How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. This is the physical book. But I am transferring to my Kindle, and I am about, I don't know, let's see. I'm 32% in, so I'm on page about 154 on my Kindle, and I'm really enjoying it. It's because of the font, it's already a long book itself, and then the Kindle font makes it a little bit better, but it's gonna take me about 8 hours to finish this book. So I'm probably gonna read it while I'm watching the Macy's Day Parade, and just chill out on my couch. So that is the plan for today and this weekend, and I'll be taking you all along this journey of this weekend, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let's do it. right, y'all. So it is Friday, aka Black Friday. So I have been really going back and forth if I was going to jump into some of these deals, and I've ultimately decided I'm not going to. There is nothing that I need to go outside for that is worth fighting people for / being in long lines. The Christmas presents that I want to get, I don't feel like they're going on sale in a sense. Like I'm not getting that vibe that they're going on sale or anything like that. So there's really no reason for me to go outside. And there are things I could go out there and get. Like I do need to go get a Christmas tree skirt. But I just genuinely don't want to be outside on Black Friday. It just doesn't sound fun. So I'm gonna stay home and be cozy. Plus the other thing is I feel like I am getting sick, so I'm trying to combat that and deal with that because I don't want to be sick. I have a lot of things that I have to do in the incoming weeks, and me being sick is not one of those. So with that being said, I do plan to just be staying home today and just vibing, but depending on how this Instagram poll goes, I might go out tomorrow because I might have to go get something. So that is that. But I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you all about this Instagram poll. So I posted an Instagram poll just a few minutes ago, and I'm waiting on the results. I'm gonna wait until probably tomorrow morning to make the decision to see what's going to happen. And really the decision is whichever one gets the most votes is what I'm going to do. But to make a long story short, I have been wanting to do this thing for, I think this would be year 2 or 3 of me wanting to do this. And I just decided I'm going to do it. Like, it's not bad or anything like that. It just takes discipline. And that's something I need to be better at, is being disciplined and like building my discipline and things of that nature. So I have decided that I wanted to do a 30-day challenge, which that doesn't sound terrible. Like, it's a 30-day challenge, but I want to challenge myself to do 30-day challenges for the whole entire year. So each month will be a new 30-day challenge to either build or break a habit. So some of those 30-day challenges would be like the 2 that are currently up there is journaling for 30 days or walking 1 mile. Another 30-day challenge I want to do is a no spend month. Another 30-day challenge is reading 50 pages a day for 30 days. Things like that. And the goal, again, like I said, is to build or break. Build a good habit or break a bad habit. And honestly, I'm excited to do it. I am going to be starting that. Whatever one wins, I will be starting on December 1st. And I'm also trying to figure out if I want to do a daily check-in on either Instagram or TikTok, or if I just want to leave it to YouTube, because I originally planned this video just to be a YouTube video. Like, I do 30-day challenge on YouTube and that's it. But I don't know. I don't hate the idea of doing a daily check-in on Instagram or TikTok. So we'll see what happens. And then once I get the results, you'll just have to check out that video because I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to wait until the first video comes out, which the first video would come out in like early January. Don't know exactly the date, but early January is when it would come out. So there's that in life. So that is that. The other thing I just realized is that I have not given y'all an update on my current read, which is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. I'm about 60% through and I'm really enjoying it. I have about 3 hours and 14 minutes left in the book because I switched over to my Kindle because this is on Kindle Unlimited. The downside to Kindle Unlimited plus the Kindle book is that it doesn't have the pictures. So that sucks, but actually I feel like I'm getting through the book a lot quicker on my Kindle. I don't know if that's just like me thinking I'm getting through it a lot quicker on my Kindle or if I really am, but I feel like I'm getting through it a lot quicker. So with that being said, I am about to get back on this couch and try to tap in and read these last, like what, 40%. And then I'll give y'all an update on this book. So let's do it. All right, y'all. So let me give you a quick little update on How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I finished it. I'm going to rate it 4 out of 5 stars. This book is loosely, and I mean real loosely, based off of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So keep that in mind. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend this book. I think it was really cute. It just kind of, some moments kind of dragged, but overall I really enjoyed it and I would recommend it. The candy cane scene, once I got to it, I understand why people kept pointing it out. It is definitely an interesting scene. It is definitely spicy. This book, I would say, it has about 5 spicy scenes, so I would give it about 2 chili peppers, and they are detailed. So if you don't like detailed spice, this may not be the book for you, but you could also skip over it and it won't ruin the story. So there's that in life. All right, let's talk about my new read. I really want to read a short book. That is like number 1. So I am in between. So this is like my Christmas TBR. And I do want to do note that I have a new edition. Welcome to the Fae Cafe. That's a new edition. I realized it after the fact. I don't know if this truly is a Christmas book, but I was watching somebody's video and they put it in their Christmas book pile. So I don't know if this truly is a Christmas book or if somebody's playing in my face, but we'll see. I do want to know, I don't think I'm going to get to every single book on this list, but I want to try to get through majority of these books. I think I am feeling between Love Light Farms and 12 Dates of Christmas, but I think I'm leaning, I know it's between these two. Part of me wants to read the 12 Dates of Christmas. Part of me also can see me reading Love Light Farms. I think I'm going to read the 12 Dates of Christmas because it's a little bit, I feel like if I read Love Light Farms, it's too close to How My Neighbor Stole Christmas because some of the elements are kind of similar. So I kind of want to read the 12 Dates of Christmas. And then that's that. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's do the 12 Dates of Christmas by J.Alexis. That is my next read. Okay, so you remember how in the last clip I said that I was going to read the 12 Dates of Christmas by J.Alexis? I lied. I am actually going to read, let's see what this collection is called. It's called Under the Mistletoe Collection. It is 5 books, like novellas. Honestly, like I think they're less than 100 pages each, and they're only on Kindle Unlimited. And I know last year they released 5 and then they released another 5 this year. And this is okay. So Under the Mistletoe Collection is the 2024 version, and it has, let's see, it has 5 books. The first one is Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood, then Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey, then All by My Elf by Olivia Dade, and then Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandria Bellifer. And then the last one in this collection is Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Dara. All of these are free. They're all free because they're all on Kindle Unlimited. So it's not really free because you pay for Kindle Unlimited, but like I said, they're all like less than 85 pages, like less than 100 pages. And I own a lot of Ali Hazelwood books, so I do want to read Cruel Winter with You because this might jumpstart me reading Ali Hazelwood, because I own just about her whole backlist except 2 books. And I have never read an Allie Hazelwood book. I don't know why I keep buying all of her books and have yet to read any of them. So maybe reading Cruel Winter with you will either help me prioritize reading her books sooner, or will let me just go ahead and unhaul all of her books. So I'm going to read that right now and then do a check-in. Alright, y'all, so I just finished Cruel Winter with You by Allie Hazelwood. And it was like less than 100 pages, okay? And I don't think it's fair for me to give it like a star rating, so I'm just gonna use a recommend slash don't recommend, because it's really 50-50, and I think that's a more fair rating, because it's not really fair to give it a star rating, is what I'll say. I would recommend it. It is not a lot of like character, like you get some character development, but Allie Hazelwood has a very cut to the chase writing style, which I think is very interesting. And like right here, this book all the way to this book is all of my Allie Hazelwood books, and that was my first time reading Allie Hazelwood. And I don't know if that's her typical writing style, but it was very cut to the chase. There was not fluff. There was a point and purpose behind everything, and it was kind of weird in one moment, because like one thing happened and then another thing happened, and then it was like, and you didn't understand this, and you didn't understand this, and then it was kind of like it was weird. I would recommend it. I think that if you have Kindle Unlimited and you have the ability to read it, I would read it. It's worth it. It's a good like filler book, and that's truly what it was. It's just like a filler book. I do also want to say, because I read another romance, I also want to put out there, it was one chili pepper. For it to be only less than 100 pages and to get a chili pepper, that's a very interesting concept to me, but that's not the point. The point is, I think I am going to I'm going to either enter like fantasy, the fantasy realm, or thriller, something else. I don't want to read another romance. The last 3 books I read were romances, and I don't think that I will be able to give a romance like a good rating right now. And I was struggling to give that book a good rating. That's why I had to come up with the recommend versus don't recommend scale, because I think if I went on a star scale, it wasn't going to get good stars. But I would recommend it. I just think that there were some pieces that could have been a little bit more developed, but what do you expect? The challenge was writing a book in under 100 pages. So there's that in life. With that being said, I'm gonna try to find a fantasy, or that's what I think I'm leaning towards, is a fantasy. I don't know what fantasy I'm gonna read, but I'm gonna go to try to find a fantasy. Something shorter. And I use shorter very loosely because I can't think of a short fantasy book that I own. Every book that I own that is fantasy is like 400 plus pages long. So I think that's what I am going to do, is try to read a fantasy, which then kind of makes me think of doing Glow of the Everflame. I don't hate the idea of doing that. Or something, I don't know. maybe a Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't hate that idea. Don't hate the idea of doing From Blood or Ash. I have to think about it, but I do know I want to read a fantasy. I'm fine if it's a romantasy, but I definitely want a fantasy element right now, like a true fantasy. So let me work on that and then I'll tap back in. All right, y'all, so it is much later on this Sunday evening and I am really sleepy, so I am gonna close out this vlog and go to bed because I am sleepy. So just to do a quick little recap, got a lot of work done on my digital product stuff, so that was really good. The other thing I did is I started pulling together like clips that I filmed over this past week, and then also did some editing for some other videos and stuff like that, so that was really dope. But I did notice that as I was pulling the clips together from this past week, I never talked about Saturday. So Saturday I went grocery shopping, so you got to kind of see a little bit of my grocery haul. And then the other thing I did on Saturday is I went to the Half Price Book flagship store, which is over in like the Dallas area. And I went to Trader Joe's, and then the Trader Joe's was like somewhat close to that. And I had some books in my cart that I needed to take to Half Price Books. And I was like, if I come across one, then I'll go. And then I realized, oh, I'm really close to it, so I might as well go. So while they were, you know, trying to figure out how much money they were going to offer me for my books, I went and kind of explored the store. And when I tell you, that store is so freaking large. It's not a store, it's like a warehouse. It was so huge and there was so much stuff. And the biggest, craziest, most surprising thing about that whole experience is I did not spend any money. And I think it was really because like I saw books that I thought were interesting, but I just didn't really feel the need to buy them at that current moment because I have so many books that I have to read. So there wasn't really anything where I was like, oh my gosh, I need this right now. So there's that in life, but I definitely would go back. I think I would have a game plan of like what I'm looking for, because at that time I wasn't really looking for anything in particular. I was just kind of looking. And I think that's also the good thing about half-price books is like when you're just kind of looking, you're just there to kind of see what deals you come across. You're not really, it's not like Barnes where you can kind of, okay, Barnes is always going to have these books in rotation. Half-price books, you genuinely don't know what's going to happen. And you can look at their website and stuff like that, but it's one of those experiences that you just kind of have to go and experience. The other thing is I had groceries in my car, so I couldn't be there for a very long time. So I don't know, I might do it again once I get to a point where I get a lot further through my shelves, but it was an experience that I went on. So there's that. And then I do want to update you all on my well, I just finished it. So I'm currently not reading anything, but I did finish Mary Ever After by Tessa Bailey on what's it called? The Kindle Unlimited Under the Mistletoe collection. So that's the second book that I've read in that 5-book series. And I am beginning to realize that with these novellas, because they're less than 100 pages, it's like you are condensing a like 300, 400 page romance book and less than 100 pages. So the romance can feel kind of like sped up in a sense, and sometimes I'm like, you just met him and then you're already doing this. And I also noticed that both of the books were spicy. I feel like the Tessa Bailey book was a little bit more spicy than the Allie Hazelwood book, but they both were spicy. But I don't know. I mean, it was good. Like, I enjoyed the book. It just was also spicy, and the spice definitely got me, like, to how she was able to fit to like a spicy and a half scene in less than, I think the book is like 56 pages. So for you to be able to fit a spicy and a half scene in 56 pages is wild work to me, but it was good. I would recommend it if you enjoy spicy books. I think I'm gonna make this assumption that all of the books in the Under the Mistletoe series is gonna have a spicy element to it. So interested to see what's next in that. I don't know if I'm gonna read the next one tomorrow or how I'm gonna go about reading the Under the Mistletoe series. I just kind of wanted to, I know in earlier in this video I was like, I'm done with romance, and I'm just not really ready to get back into my TBR, my Christmas TBR. But I don't know, maybe after I go to sleep and it's a new week tomorrow, I'll be ready to get back into it. So there's that in life. All right, y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and go follow me on my socials. Thank y'all for watching this video, and peace.